Dear students, welcome to the today's chemistry class. We are discussing solution chapter. In the last class we discussed colligative properties definition. Colligative properties are nothing but the properties of dilute solutions which depends only on the number of solute particles present in the solution but not on the nature of solute particles present in the solution. We have different types of colligative properties. Let us discuss now colligative properties and determination of molecular mass of the solute. Colligative properties. Colligative properties and determination of molar mass or molecular mass of solute. Colligative properties and determination of molar mass of solute. The first colligative property is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. So that is RLVP. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. RLVP. See here, when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in volatile solvent, then vapor pressure decreases. So that is when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in volatile solvent, a solution is formed, but its vapor pressure decreases. When a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a volatile solvent, the vapor pressure of resultant solution decreases. So that is when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in a volatile solvent, then the vapor pressure of that resultant solution decreases. Let P01 be the vapor pressure of pure solvent, and P1 be the vapor pressure of solution. So when the solution is formed by dissolving a non-volatile solute in volatile solvent, vapor pressure of that resultant solution decreases than the vapor pressure of a pure solvent. So that here P01 is greater than P1. Vapor pressure of pure solvent is greater than vapor pressure of solution. So there is P01 greater than P1, or P01 minus P1. P01 minus P1 is called as lowering of vapor pressure, because the vapor pressure of pure solvent is more in the solvent only pure solvent molecules are present, so vapor pressure increases. But whenever a non-volatile solute is dissolved in the volatile solvent, solution is formed, but the vapor pressure decreases. Now, the difference between vapor pressure of pure solvent and vapor pressure of solution is called as lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure. So then, lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but P01 minus T1. So that means lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but the difference between vapor pressure of pure solvent and the vapor pressure of a solution. The difference between the vapor pressure of pure solvent and vapor pressure of solution. So lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but the difference between the vapor pressure of pure solvent and vapor pressure of solution. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure to the vapor pressure of pure solvent. Relative lowering of vapor pressure can be defined as ratio of lowering of vapor pressure. Ratio of lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure of solution to the vapor pressure of pure solvent. RLVP. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is nothing but ratio of lowering of vapor pressure of solution to the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So here, Raoult's law for RLVP. Raoult's law for relative lowering of vapor pressure. State Raoult's law for relative lowering of vapor pressure ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ Raoult's law for relative lowering of vapor pressure states that the relative lowering of vapor pressure produced by dissolving a non-volatile solute in a volatile solvent is equal to the mole fraction of the solute in the solution. Raoult's law for relative lowering of vapor pressure states that the relative lowering of vapor pressure produced by dissolving a non-volatile solute in a solvent is equal to the mole fraction of the solute in the solution. So that is statement. The relative lowering of vapor pressure produced by dissolving a non-volatile solute in a solvent fraction of solute, mole fraction of solute in the solution at constant temperature, So it is Raoult's law for relative lowering of vapor pressure states that the relative lowering of vapor pressure produced by dissolving a non-volatile solute in a solvent is equal to the mole fraction of solute in the solution at constant temperature. Mathematically, this Raoult's law for RLVP, Raoult's law for RLVP is written as mathematically Raoult's law for relative lowering of vapor pressure can be written as P01 minus P1 divided by P01. Relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to mole fraction of the solute in the solution. Here X2 means mole fraction of solute in the solution. P01 minus P1 divided by P01 is equal to X2, where X2 mole fraction of solute in the solution. So here mole fraction can be defined as the ratio of number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles of solute and solvent. So that is the ratio of number of moles of particular component to the total number of moles of solution is called as a mole fraction. So that we can write X2 can be written as N2 divided by N1 plus N2. Mole fraction of solute is equal to number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles of solvent and total number of moles of solute. But here in the solution, if we compare the number of moles of solute with the number of moles of solvent, so number of moles of solute is very less. So that is N1 plus N2 is equal to N1. N1 plus N2 is equal to N1 because number of moles of solvent is more in the solution and number of moles of solute is very less. So if we take N1 plus N2 is equal to N1, so that is because N2 less than N1. Number of moles of solute is very less than the number of moles of solvent, so that N1 plus N2 is equal to N1. So then X2 can be written as N2 divided by N1. N2 number of moles of solute divided by N1 number of moles of solvent, and number of moles can be written as, that is N2 can be written as mass of solute divided by molecular mass of solute, and N1 can be written as mass of solvent divided by molecular mass of solvent. So apply N2 and N1 in mole fraction, so that X2 is equals to N2 means W2 divided by M2 into M1 divided by W1. So this is X2. So then relative lowering of vapor pressure can be written as P01 minus P1 divided by P01 is equal to X2 From this molecular mass can be written as M2 is equal to rearrange P01 divided by P01 minus P1 is equal into W2 into M1 divided by W1. So this is the expression for determining molecular mass of solute by relative lowering of vapor pressure. That is M2 is equal to P01 divided by P01 minus P1 into W2 into M1 divided by W1 molecular mass. So here M2 is nothing but molecular mass of solute. Molecular mass of solute. W2 mass of solute. W1 mass of solvent. P01 vapor pressure of pure solvent. And P1 vapor pressure of solution, and M1 molecular mass of solvent. So this is the expression to find molecular mass of solute by relative lowering of vapor pressure. So this is very important so for numerical problems. So in this chapter on colligative properties, problems are very important. Let us calculate molecular mass of solute. By taking one important problem. Problems on relative lowering of vapor pressure to calculate molecular mass or molar mass of solute. First problem is the vapor pressure of pure benzene. At a certain temperature. Is 0.850 bar. Full stop. A non-volatile, non-electrolyte, solid weighing 0.5 gram when added to 39.0 gram of benzene. Molar mass 78 gram per mole. Full stop. Vapor pressure of solution is 0.845 bar. 0.845 So this is the problem on relative lowering of vapor pressure. The problem says that the vapor pressure of pure benzene at a certain temperature is 0.850 bar. A non-volatile, non-electrolyte solid weighing 0.5 gram when added to 39.0 gram of benzene. Benzene molecular mass given 78 gram per mole. The vapor pressure of solution is found to be 0.845 bar. So then, what is the molar mass or molecular mass of the solid? So here, let us write given data. The vapor pressure of pure benzene. So it is a solvent, pure solvent. So then they are given P01 0.850 bar and a non-volatile, non-electrolyte solid weighing 0.5 gram, nothing but mass of solute they are given. Solute, here mass of solute is taken as W2, that is 0.5 gram, is dissolved in 39.0 gram of benzene. So that is W1. W1 is equal to 39.0 gram. Then the vapor pressure of solution is decreases. So that is P1 is equal to 0.845 bar. So then find molecular mass of solute M2 we have to find. So here equation is P01 minus P1, that is M2 is equal to P01 divided by P01 minus P1 into W2 into M1 divided by W1. So this is the expression we have to use. So then substitute the values. M2 is equal to P01 0.850 divided by P01 0.850 minus 0.845 into W2 0.5 gram divided by W1 39.0 gram into molecular mass of pure benzene they are given. So that is 78 gram per mole. So here gram cancel. So let us find 0.850 divided by 0.850 minus 0.845 0.005 into 0.5 into 78 divided by 39. So 1. So that is 1. M2. Okay. So here 0.5 into 78. You will get 39. 39 divided by 39. So 1. So there is 1 gram per mole. Gram per mole. Gram per mole. 1 gram per mole. So that is equal to then 0.850 divided by 0.005. So you will get finally M2 is equal to 170 gram per mole. So 170 gram per mole. 170 gram per mole is the molecular mass of solute. Next, second problem. Second problem on relative lowering of vapor pressure. 5.8 gram of non-volatile solute was dissolved in 100 gram of carbon disulfide of molar mass equal to 76 gram per mole. Full stop. The vapor pressure of solution was found to be 190 mm of Hg, millimeter of mercury. Full stop. Calculate the molar mass. Calculate the molar mass of the solute, if the vapor pressure of pure carbon disulfide is 195 mmHg, 195 millimeter of mercury. So this is the second problem on relative lowering of vapor pressure. 5.8 gram of non-volatile solute was dissolved in 100 gram of carbon disulfide. Here carbon disulfide is pure solvent and carbon disulfide has molar mass of 76 gram per mole. The vapor pressure of solution was found to be 190 millimeter of mercury. Calculate molecular mass of the solute. If the vapor pressure of pure carbon disulfide is 195 millimeter of mercury. Let us write given data. 5.8 gram of non-volatile solute is nothing but mass of solute W2 5.8 gram. And next, dissolved in 100 gram of carbon disulfide. So that is mass of solvent W1 100 gram. Vapor pressure of solution was found to be, solution is P1. So that is 190 mm of Hg, millimeter of mercury, is a pressure unit, and molar mass of carbon disulfide are given 76 gram per mole. Then vapor pressure of pure solvent carbon disulfide given P01, that is 195 millimeter of mercury. So then find molecular mass of solute. So here equation is M2 is equals to P01 divided by P01 minus P1 into W2 into M1 divided by W1. So M2 is equals to, substitute the minus 190 into W2 5.8 gram into M1 76 gram per mole divided by W1 100 gram. So gram cancel. So that is equals to 195 divided by 195 minus 190. So that is 5 into 5.8 into 76 divided by 100. 5.8 into 76 divided by 100. 4.408 gram per mole. Finally, M2 is equals to 195 to 4.408 divided by 5. So we get M2 171.91 gram per mole. So M2 is 171.91 gram per mole. It's nothing but 172 gram per mole is the molecular mass of a solute.